K-1 began in 1993 and is a kickboxing platform and martial arts brand well known worldwide mainly for its heavyweight division fights. On January 2012, K-1 Global Holdings Limited, a company registered in Hong Kong, acquired the rights to K-1, and is the current organizer of K-1 events worldwide. Name: the letter K in K-1 is officially designated as a representation of words karate, kickboxing and kung fu. Nevertheless, some reports suggest that it represents the initial K found in competing disciplines such as karate, kickboxing, kung fu, kempo, kaikchuji, and taekwondo. Yet another theory claims that the K simply comes from kaikchuji and the one component pertains to the single weight division and the champion's unique position. Nevertheless, the promotion held several tournaments under K2 and K3 banners from 1993 to 1995. History: K-1's predecessor K-1 Karate was formed in 1980 by Kazuyoshi Ishii, a former Kyokushin karate practitioner who had formed his own organization to help promote the best stand-up martial artists. K-1 arranged several successful challenge events against other martial arts organizations, originally using rules based on the Kyokushin knockdown karate rules, but gradually adapting and changing closer to kickboxing rules. In 1993, Mr. Ishii founded the K-1 organization exclusively as a kickboxing organization, closely cooperating with, but independent from K-1. Financial problems. Starting in 2010, multiple stories began to surface regarding the financial troubles of K-1 and their parent company FEG. Simon Rutz, the owner of the Dutch-based kickboxing promotion It's Showtime, claimed in January 2011 that some fighters from It's Showtime had not been paid for fights in K-1. In early 2011, FEG publicly announced that they were facing financial problems and that the organization would take some months off to restructure. A seemingly endless list of fighters and managers spoke out against FEG due to unpaid fight purses and objections to the direction that its owner was taking K-1. From outside speculation, it appeared that financial problems are severe. FEG could potentially lose ownership of K-1. The entire K-1 brand, along with most of his trademarks, with the exception of K-1 Koshin, K-1 Max and Dream, was sold to Japanese real estate firm, Barbizon Corporation Limited, on July 28, 2011. There was yet to come even another change in ownership of K-1 brand. It was reported on February 1, 2012 that DMCOM Entertainment Incorporated purchased K-1 from Barbizon. K-1 Global. In March 2012, It's Showtime announced that DMCOM Entertainment established a new company K-1 Global Holdings Limited in Hong Kong. K-1 Global Holdings, Limited, became the new official owner of the K-1 brand. K-1 Global's agreement with promotion required that certain fighters signed under It's Showtime appear in upcoming K-1 Global events. A number of events were already planned and scheduled for the 2012 calendar before new K-1 ownership took complete control of the company. It's Showtime was the promoter of the first event presented by K-1 Global Holdings Limited, the K-1 World Max Final 16. It took place on May 27, 2012 at the Palacio Vista Alegre in Madrid, Spain. After the event, controversy and rumors circulated over the fact that once again, fighters were not paid for their performances. Problems were compounded due to unpaid financial obligations of FEG, and the complete transfer of ownership of the K-1 name was not yet complete. As a result, the K-1 World Grand Prix scheduled for 2012 would be cancelled if these issues were not resolved. Ultimately, K-1 Global Holdings, Limited was blamed for the failure of an event they did not promote. They were also accused of not paying fighters when in fact, the promoter and FEG shared responsibilities in ensuring fighters were paid. The chairman of the new K-1 resolved the matter by paying fighters what was owed and including a 50% bonus. It was announced in June 2012 that It's Showtime was purchased by Glory Sports International, eventually to be merged in their new promotion Glory. On August 10, 2012 K-1's co-promotion agreement with Romanian-based kickboxing promotion Super Combat was announced. Eventually it was ended. Early next year SK President Dward Iremia stated that its company will be independent in 2013 but will still continue to have cooperation with any interested promotion including K1 by offering fighters. List of K1 events. Every year there are dozens of other K1 qualifying tournaments and preliminaries all over the world. K1 has held events in many countries around the world. The following is a list of countries that K1 has held events in chronological order: Japan, Netherlands, France, Switzerland, United States, Australia, England, Italy, Germany, Belarus, Croatia, South Africa, New Zealand, Czech Republic, Denmark, Ukraine, Spain, Brazil, Sweden, Russia, Bosnia and Herzegovina, Scotland, Portugal, Poland, South Korea, Slovenia, Hungary, Lithuania, Latvia, Turkey, Belgium, Estonia, Romania, Hong Kong, Austria, Taiwan, Moldova, China, Greece, Canada, Ireland, Azerbaijan, Thailand. Tournament format. K1 Grand Prix. Original K1 Grand Prix was a single-event tournament held in Japan where competitors participated on invitation. By 1998, K1 introduced the K1 World Grand Prix format composed of K1 regional elimination tournaments, which qualify fighters for the K1 World Grand Prix final, along with licensed K1 Fighting Network events designed to hold national preliminaries for regional qualification. However, given the fact that K1's popularity differs greatly among 6 K1 regions, which may limit the number of actual elimination tournaments or change locations. For example, K1 attempted to gain popularity in the United States by holding 2 GPs, however only a few Americans have ever qualified for the finals. In 2006 one of the American GPs was relocated to Auckland. Additionally, the K1 Paris GP lost its qualifying right in favor of Amsterdam. Eventually Amsterdam lost it in favor of Angstremer Cube Dar, and then Angstremer Cube Dar in favor of Bucharest. K1 World Grand Prix Final Eliminator is an event where 16 participants compete for the final 8 spots in the final. 8 participants from the final eliminator meet at the K1 World Grand Prix Final that was traditionally held at Tokyo Dome. It should be noted that lesser elements in the tournament format have been significantly modified in years. The 2012 final took place for the first time in history outside Japan, in Zagreb, Croatia. K1 World Max and other . By 2002, K1 started the K1 World Max tournament for 70 kg middleweight division, following a similar scheme to K1 World Grand Prix. In 2007, K1 introduced 2 new title belts separate from K1 World GP Champions, Super Heavyweight World Title for fighters over 100 kg per 220 pounds and Heavyweight World Title for fighters under 100 kg per 156 euro 220 pounds. Rules: each match is 3 or 5 rounds in duration, with each round lasting 3 minutes. The match can end by knockout, technical knockout, decision, disqualification, draw or no contest. Both the referee and the ring doctor have full authority to stop the fight. The fight is scored by 3 judges on a 10-point must system. If there is a draw after 3 rounds, the judges' scores are thrown out and 1 or 2 extra 3-minute rounds are contested. The judge's decision will then come from the scoring of each extra round only. If, after the extra round, there is still a draw, the judges will decide a winner based on the flow of the entire match, considering even the slightest difference. A fight can only end in a draw if both fighters go down at the same time and cannot get up, or in the case of accidental injury in the late stages of the contest. The 3 knockdown rule is in effect. The mandatory 8 count is in effect. The standing 8 count is in effect. A fighter can be saved by the bell only in the last round. In K1 single elimination tournament matches, each match is 3 rounds in duration. The 3 knockdown rule becomes a 2 knockdown rule for all matches except the final. 1 or 2 reserve fights are held prior to the single elimination matches. If for any reason a fighter who wins and advances through the brackets is unable to continue, a reserve match competitor, or the fighter's opponent from the most recent match, takes his place. There are certain exceptions to this rule. Fouls equals, the following actions in K1 are considered fouls: using the head or elbow to deliver a blow, attacking the opponent in the groin, delivering wrestling or judo throwing or submission techniques, thumbing, choking or biting the opponent, punching the opponent in the throat, attacking the opponent while he is down or in the process of getting up, attacking the opponent after the referee calls a break, holding the ropes, using offensive language to the referee, attacking the back of the head with a punch, attempting to cause the opponent to fall out of the ring, voluntarily. Exiting the ring during the course of a match, attacking an opponent who turns around and shows his back, delivering a backspin blow in an unauthorized area, charging inside the opponent's arms with the head held low, fighting in a passive manner, including continuous holding and clinching, attacking more than once while holding the opponent's kicking leg, or while holding the opponent's neck with both hands. A fighter is penalized as follows: caution, a verbal reprimand by the referee; warning, a fighter is shown a yellow card; point deduction, a fighter is shown a red card. 2 cautions result in 1 warning. 2 warnings result in a point deduction, and 3 point deductions in 1 round can result in a disqualification. A red card is shown automatically if a fighter commits a foul with malicious intent. Reception: the sport is very popular in Japan, South Korea, Brazil, and in Europe in countries such as the Netherlands, Croatia and Romania, but recently enjoys only limited popularity in the United States. The events are frequently shown on Tokyo Broadcasting System and Fuji TV in Japan, XTM in South Korea, Combate and SPOR TV in Brazil, Spike in the United States and on Eurosport in Europe. List of K1 champions. Current champions equals. See also, List of K1 events, List of K1 champions, List of male kickboxers. References. External links, official website.